name is Kaylee Dumont, and I am one of the Family and Consumer Sciences teachers here at Legacy High School. And I am going to go through a brief presentation about some of the classes that I teach here at Legacy High School. A little bit about me. I received my Bachelor of Science in History at Metro State University, as well as my teaching certification in secondary education. I received my Family and Consumer Sciences endorsement through an alternate route, and as well as my Career and Technical Education certification. So I have those both as well, which is how I teach Family and Consumer Sciences. My career experience is I have taught 4 years here at Legacy. This will be my 5th year here teaching FACS. I student taught social studies at Stanley Lake High School. I grew up in Jeffco schools. My aunt is a teacher there, so that's kind of where I started that. I have 13 years of restaurant experience. My dad is a part owner of a restaurant in Arvada. I worked there as a server, a busser, a hostess, a bartender, a manager, pretty much everything there, which is kind of where I get my culinary background from. So that is just kind of my career to kind of wrap up and tie into my family consumer sciences. So it's just kind of a little bit about me professionally, just to kind of give you a little background. Just a little bit about my class resources. This is a link to my website. I don't really use my website a whole ton since we kind of transitioned over to Schoology. But here you can find like my class schedule, so like my off hours, what periods my classes are, my email address, my phone number, things like that. As far as like resources on there, there's stuff from old classes, but not really anything for new. Most class materials and assignments can be found in Schoology. That is where students will be doing all of their assignments. So if there's anything that you were looking for, I would ask your student. They can kind of show you around there if you're interested, seeing kind of their schedule, things like that. The student grade will always be accurate in Infinite Campus, so I would definitely check that, keep up with that. In Schoology, not everything is graded through Schoology, so it won't always be accurate. There's only a few assignments that will be graded through there, so everything will go through Infinite Campus, so I would definitely look through there. So here, these are some of the classes that we offer in our department. So we offer Child Development, Culinary Essentials 1, Culinary Essentials 2, Culinary Nutrition, Fashion Design, and Interior Design. The one with the asterisks next to it are the ones that I teach this year. I teach Culinary Essentials 1 first semester, and then I teach Culinary Essentials 2 next semester, and then Interior Design is a year-long course, and I have 2 sections of that this year because it is a growing program, which is exciting. In addition to the CTE, connecting us there, we do offer WorkBased Learning, which is a district and future forward offering. Basically, they can get credit for work experience. So if they currently hold a job and they work 125 hours a semester, so for right now, if they are enrolled in, let's say, my Culinary Essentials 1 class from August to December, and they work 125 hours through those months, they can earn half of a credit on their transcript. That can be really beneficial for future employers. They can use that just kind of as like a selling point on a application to an employer or even applications to college. It just looks really good. It can help make up for lost credits, things like that. They can't earn more than half a credit per semester, so they can only apply either through Family and Consumer Sciences, through the business department, they like the business classes, or through Future Forward classes if they are taking classes at Bowman or Washington Square. But we can pretty much relate any job to our content. So if they're working at like a restaurant or a Chick-fil-A or, I don't know, Target, a car wash, pretty much anything, we can relate it. They just basically have to get a form that is in Schoology. I also have hard copies in the classroom that they can find, and I remind them multiple times about this throughout the semester. They have to get this form filled out by parent, guardian, their employer, and myself, and then have a copy of their hours to prove they worked the 125 hours through the semester out, and then get that turned into me, and then I submit that to our registrar, so that way it can get added to their transcript. And then if they are taking Culinary Essentials 2 next semester, that would technically count as like a year long. So if they work an additional 125 hours from January to May, and they do the same thing, turn all that in, they can get a full credit. So it'd be like another half credit, which would then equal a full credit. So just a little bit about course descriptions. Culinary Essentials 1, this course is designed to introduce students to a variety of culinary skills and food preparation through instruction and culinary lab practice. It will provide an opportunity for students to learn food preparation and demonstrate food safety. We talk about basic introductory culinary skills and preparation of items such as quick breads, yeast breads, eggs, meal nutrition, foodborne illnesses, safety and sanitation. We do like proper measurements. We do like a proper way to wash dishes, how to read a recipe, things like that. We make cinnamon rolls, pizza, brownies, Rice Krispie treats, baguettes and bruschetta, homemade pumpkin pie from scratch with like the whole pumpkin, just a bunch of super yummy things. So it's just kind of an introductory course to culinary, just getting them those basic skills. And then Culinary Essentials 2 is an intermediate course it's designed for students interested in exploring culinary careers and to advance them to the next level of food preparation. The students will have the opportunity to prepare menu items that involve more detailed procedures and practice techniques used in the culinary field. They'll classify pasta types, create fresh pasta dishes. They will make their own homemade pasta. They will prepare and evaluate nutritional values of various types of meats. They'll do a unit on herbs and spices. Apply techniques used in cake and cookie decorating. We do a cupcake wars for this. Develop skills in preparing advanced yeast breads and pastries. Identify the origins and prepare foods from different regions and cultures. We do a whole foreign foods project on this. We also have connected this to a food truck project as well. And then we emphasize presentation throughout the course as well. So we work on plating and things like that. And then interior design, the purpose of this course is to expose students to various aspects of the interior design industry and is based on the industry's professional standards. The first semester focuses on residential design and the second semester on commercial design. Students integrate knowledge, skills, and practices to evaluate potential career opportunities. Areas of focus include introduction to residential and commercial design drawings, professional practices and education, design elements and principles, and the design process. A lot of projects we like to do in this class is we make popsicle houses to show the different architectural styles throughout history. We do tiny houses out of shoeboxes, so they make models of tiny houses that they design based off of a client that I made up for them. I've done like a repurposing project in the past, so that one just kind of depends on time. They do some units on like decorating versus like designing, so just kind of the difference between the two. And they design like a whole hotel, from like the logo to like the whole theme, from like the guest room to the lobby. They basically just learn like the in and outs of interior design, like the whole process. We touch on some of the architectural pieces, but since it is like interior, we don't get too much on that. But a class that's super neat that connects them to this is there is a construction class at Washington Square in the Future Forward program, which is super neat. They actually built, I don't know if they finished it yet, but they built a tiny house during that class, which is super neat to see. So it is a really fun class that the kids tend to really enjoy. So if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to contact me at any time. But I hope this kind of gave you some information about my classes and myself. And like I said, if you need anything, feel free to contact me.